GTPro Racer Austria. I am joined by my fellow owner and good friend Mufasa. How are you this evening?
All good, thank you very much. Good to be here
It
as
says,
a guest commentator.
oh, no, it's great to have you here. And I think this was your preference over driving, wasn't it, if I'm right?
Yeah, no chance I'm going to perform well in this condition in Austria.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. And the guys who are lucky, they've been practicing hard, and a few of them did the Gran Turismo World Series race yesterday, which is in similar conditions to this. But it's a challenge.
Yeah. Given I'm not the best at this game anyway, I thought it's better if I give this one a miss.
We'll see.
So,
I'm sure we're going to see drama. We're going to see high skilled. It's going to be who can master the offline the best, which is what I learned from Friday's practice. You cannot take conventional lines round here. If you do, you'll soon lose grip and be spinning round. But it was on Friday. It was who was mastering the unconventional. This is where someone like a Max Verstappen just comes into his own, doesn't he? He has like an X-ray vision for grip, basically. And I think some of these guys have a similar ability in this game.
yeah, it's going to be difficult for you guys for sure. Yeah, I don't fancy the guys doing this tonight, including you later on in the evening.
It's all learning, and obviously enjoyed in the commentary, but you can always learn something from this race as well. And that's the one thing I noticed watching Friday back again, how they're not 100% brake pressure, even though they've got ABS. A lot of them again were braking at 70-75%, which is hard to do, particularly. No one needs to feel sorry for me, but on like traditional pedals as opposed to load cell, I think it's probably easier for the guys on a load cell, isn't it, to modulate a 75% brake pressure.
Yeah, for sure. You can really feel the difference between like regular pedals and load cell ones. You get a lot more feel in the load cell ones for these kind of conditions. This is where it's going to matter.
Where you're trying to be precise, isn't it? It's all about precision.
Yeah.
And stay off the curbs. Although, strangely, it seems that on Friday some of the guys could get away with the curb on the entrance to turn one, but other than that, for some reason that curb seems okay, but the majority of the curbs are just going to have you straight off.
Yeah, I've seen some guys that are doing their laps now already using some of the curbs where I was completely expecting, as you say, not to use the curbs.
I wonder if it's some of the different ride heights, because obviously these cars are all so unique and different, aren't they? And some of the cars, I'm thinking like Asriel's BRZ, which is almost like, seems like the ride height's like almost glued to the ground, would struggle with that curb usage, whereas maybe some of them with a bit more clearance, like the Lexus may be able to handle them better. Would you have a prediction at this stage, or do you want to hold fire on that until after you've seen qualifying?
I'll fire until I've seen qualifying. I've not seen too much of the GTPro, to be honest, so I don't really know where the pace is.
It won't be any surprise to anyone. I think that Boosted will be a strong contender. I mean, quite often it's like, reminds me a bit in Formula 1 where they say the rain will mix it up a bit, but all that tends to happen is Verstappen wins by a bigger distance in the rain. And quite often I think we saw in Fuji, it just elevates the skill of the people right at the top. Because yes, it might level the field up in terms of someone might have an unexpected spin they wouldn't have in the drive, but because this requires such a high skill level, the higher skilled drivers will come to the front.
On that note though, how is that Porsche? Because I think in general the Porsche is a bit of a nasty animal, and that might just be worse in the rain.
Yeah, absolutely. The last race I'm not going to say he struggled at, it was at Brands Hatch where he was really struggling on the power, and that obviously wasn't in these conditions. Smiley traditionally goes quite well in these conditions, although he's always kind of driving on the edge. I think because the way he's set up on the PlayStation controller where you steer with the controller. So, I mean, trying to do that in these conditions is crazy.
Hang on, Smiley is that fast while being on a controller?
Yeah, and he does it not like in the style of Panda, he does it with the... I forgot what the word. I want to say six. I can't think what it's called now. But where you actually turn the controller and do the accelerator.
Oh,
and the brake.
The motion thing.
That's
in the
right.
Controller.
Yeah, crazy. So So we've got just
Alright.
about every
That's
type of setup you could have in here. You've got traditional Panda, you've got Smiley on the motion controller, we've got boosted in VR, we've got most of the guys on wheel. You've got just about every configuration possible.
These guys on pad, I don't know how they do it being this quick.
No. What was your journey? When did you go pad to wheel?
That's might already be a year and a half ago now that I went onto the wheel. Onto the Thrustmaster T300 at first.
Yeah.
And recently onto the Fanatec one. What a difference.
Yeah.
Night and day difference between the two.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy that I've done it, even though my arms, after a night of racing, do not agree with me.
Especially on, it's hard on this, but especially on a set of Corsa.
Yeah, the last 2 or 3 days, I've literally had sore arms getting off at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like the same night. Normally, you know, the muscle pain comes the day after. No, straight away. It's different.
I think some of these guys will be feeling it after here with the amount of corrections and slides down there. Right, so Honda, the reason he's staying in the pits and unfortunately has a quality ban from license point accumulation, and he's right in the mix. He's in P3 in the championship. The main factor, we talked about Smiley, that's going to be dirty tyres. Is he going to box? Is he going to try and get on with it?
He's got a 1.5 second penalty now. What's the penalty line here?
Here, just before those last two right-handers.
Yeah, and he's not serving this penalty now, so that's a lap ruined for him.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just going to stay. It looks like he's just going to stay out.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with my Red Bull Ring corner names, so I might have to.
I know the numbers, but that's it.
Yeah. Have we got 9? I want to say 9, or is it 10? It depends whether you're classing this as a turn, I guess.
Yeah, this. Yeah, you're pulling lucky. This part where he's going through now is officially turn 2.
Yeah, and I think in these cars it's still flat out, but it's more of a turn than it would be when the F1 guys race here.
Yeah. This bit here, turn 3. Too much curve on the inside there. Took a bit of a sausage curve there. Not ideal for his exit. He's got a bit of nice clean air behind him as well, not to worry about guys behind him. Whereas everybody else seems more packed.
No, I think that might be the advantage of being the host. So normally I'm polite and let everybody go at the start. I think in these conditions I might just try and blitz it out there tonight. I see what you mean, because that curve there, he was able to take that curve.
Yeah.
This was about to say, this is where actually the majority of the spins were in practice through there, and you saw Lucky had a really difficult moment.
Yeah. To be honest, I struggle with that corner even in the drive.
And I think it's harder there to pick a non-natural dry line through there, and as soon as you go on that where the racing line would traditionally be, it just wants to throw you around. This is our first banker time. I think it was a bit of a scrappy lap, so I don't know if it's going to be...
140.3, yeah.
39.7.
Not quicker. Smiley, also not quicker.
Just seeing.
Loss is not going to be quicker.
No, Bruce has clearly not done an actual proper lap.
Hash has got a penalty, so his lap won't count.
Bruce has gone very slow on his first flying lap, so it'd be interesting to see how he responds. Airman might be a dark horse in these conditions. He's just a very consistent driver.
Ooh, he's gone very wide there though. Is M6, I'm guessing that is?
Yeah, I think he's the sprint model today.
The sprint model?
I think Airman does use the sprint model, yeah.
Is that not going to hamper him in the race with fuel?
I know, we have noticed though, I tell you what, it does seem to make it a million times faster in a straight line than the endurance model. But yeah, you do have to then weigh up that smaller fuel tank, which I found to my cost in the Renault recently, just how much that can hurt you.
Is the Renault a bit of a fuel guzzler?
It's just small tank, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So particularly when we did 90 minutes in Le Mans, you just always having to fuel save roughly one more lap than the cars around you. When the field's tight, it's tricky.
Not ideal.
And it's not a technique I've mastered. This is where someone like Boosted is, oh my word, he's on the edge here. Super fast, but also probably the best driver in the field on fuel saving and on tyre management. So it's not, so you've got to beat, you've got pace to deal with, fuel management to deal with that, and tyre management to try and deal with when you're going up against this guy. The one I'd always be interested in is who would have won. Oh my word, he's on the edge here. Between Boosted and if Penelope would have hung around for longer, that could have been a Hamilton-Verstappen-esque battle.
Yeah.
Oh, not enough.
That didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Just like, I guess, the big fights in boxing don't always happen, do they? Oh, Smiley's on edge here. This isn't easy, because I guess this is going to come down to who can push the most without going too far over the grip level, which so far is SH Dunn, who, after winning the podium championship GR4, I'm not going to say it's had a difficult season, but he's found himself in the mid-pack here, but being in the mid-pack at this level of competition is still highly respectable, isn't it?
It's a very competitive tier these guys are in, and yeah, to be in the mid-pack, you're doing quite a good job. And it looks like today he's going to be on it.
Absolutely.
He seems to be loving these conditions. We know him, of course, for quite a while from former Formula 1 racing.
Yeah.
And he was never a slow guy there either.
No, highly adaptable.
So he's definitely got the skill, and I think that's coming out today in the rain.
No, absolutely. And I think what he said is he's not been overly happy with his car, and he said the rain's a balancer because the Merc's bad at everything. So he said that everyone else struggling, he says it evens it out. Let's see if Smiley can respond. Oh wow, what?
Oh, yes, 3/10 off it. 39.4s now. Will somebody? How much time have we got left? Where's my clock?
So we've got probably 2 more flyers at least if they get to the line, possibly 3.
Will someone be able to get it into the 38s?
That'd be crazy.
That's going to be a bit of a push, I think.
To give you a reference, last night with no tyre wear, I was only in the 130s in the dry. So like to be, and that was in no tyre wear. So that just tells you how quick these guys are.
Yeah, that definitely tells you that there's a bit of a quality difference between these guys and the tier that's following later.
Well, maybe if the middle part of the tier is following later, the top tier, the top of that tier is still very good. But yeah.
I had a little look at Butler there. He's quibbling a little bit. He's not really able to get the grip down. Goes a bit wide there. Is that a penalty? Yeah, it is.
I tell you, he's just jumped into P3, Apex. He's stepping up to fill a seat from the GT class. And that's, if he can hold on to that, would be some qualifying.
Is he normally in the class later on today, though?
Yeah, he's done double duty for a while, to be fair to him.
Nice. He's just been bumped down by Lockie.
Only
by a 10th, though.
So usually this tier is separated by about 1.2, 1.3. I think we might see bigger gaps in these conditions.
1.2 over 1 lap.
Yeah, most of the time that's what. Yeah. When I think back to season 1, when we had drivers of all abilities, we only had one tier. I think some places we were like 6 seconds, 7 seconds from front to back. So it's definitely closed up a lot.
Usually it was you in P16 though.
Thanks for the bit. Unless you and I was gonna say, if you and Bob joined, we'd have a little battle for 14th, 15th to 16th, wouldn't we? But Bob gave up because he wasn't champion within 3 races, so
yeah. It's a bit like what we said earlier about him, and I said, of course.
Yeah, if you can't have world domination instantly, I won't bother. So, interestingly, Boosted, it was absolutely flying on Friday. 3/10 off at the minute. And he's probably going to contend with that Porsche off the line, which is, that grass went up.
Yeah, that Porsche might struggle even more getting off the line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wonder for him, obviously racing VR in these conditions, mind you, it didn't hamper him at Fuji. He was exquisite there, and that was a full wet race, whereas this will go dry by the end.
Did I read there's possible rain later on in the race again as well?
Yeah, it's a mixture of rain levels is how Lucky's set it. So basically this has been set to replicate the GT World Series race that happened here. It was an absolutely incredible race at the end where you had drivers on, going from wet to dry, people hanging it out on inters, and they all converged on the last lap, and it was just absolutely epic. That's what we've tried to replicate here. Hopefully we have just as dramatic a race. Or is he going to run into traffic here at the end of the lap? He is purple through sector 2. Boosted, sorry. I wonder if that's held him up there at the end. It might have. Yeah, it has. It's not enough for him. The Smiley's pole at the minute. SH Stern has finished. So I think Boosted might have been on for it. He was purple through 2, but only just a smidge under. But he had a little wobble. Then I think he may have got held up by Asriel, but I think Asriel was doing his own laps. It wasn't a case that he was impeding him.
I think everybody's not now then.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, this game will make us wait now until the end of the 2 minutes. So weird Gran Turismo. So just whizzing down, we might as well whiz down the order. Well, then here's the Smiley P1, Lucky P2, Boosted in P3, SH Done P4, Apex, that could be ominous for the GT class later, P5, Panda P6, Dad P7, Asriel P8, Gloss P9, Haz in P10, Aliso's surprisingly in P11, M in P12, Waitsy in P13, and obviously Honda up in the back.
Yeah.
Waitsy's held his own in this tier since his reserve, obviously struggling a little bit in these conditions. I think maybe fairly new to Gran Turismo. This is one to test you.
This is awful.
Is that what he's just put?
Yeah, in the Discord, and Hash agrees with him.
Oh, cool. Well, of course. Let's go grab a screen of that. Yeah, so gap front to back today, 3 seconds on a relatively short track. So yeah, just shows how much this is going to split people up. But so going back to that GT World Series race, which as I say, a few people went wets to inters, then tried to hang it out on the inters when it dried, and then some of the guys went from wets to slicks, and it was this race where you've got the slick runners catching the inter runners that held out, and it came to the last lap, and you just had they all converged on each other, and it was just absolutely epic. And these were the best Gran Turismo players obviously in the world doing this. So I hope this is what I said to Lucky. Can you just go away and recreate those conditions, and we'll get the same race? That's what we will see.
I mean, mixed conditions does usually create awesome races.
It will, I'm sure it will.
Yeah. We
have got to survive this turn 1. This is a difficult turn 1, even in the best of conditions, isn't it? Uphill.
Alright, I'll go to the back so I can see what's going on there.
A lot of light flashing going on.
Yeah, already.
Alright, how much power are these guys going to be putting down here at the start? But we're 5 red lights and we're underway. Oh, Boosted really had a
bad
bogged down.
Yeah.
Panda, as always in the Ferrari, just loves a launch. Is he going to send it on Lucky into turn 1? Oh, I think he is. Have they got through? They've somehow got through. I mean, by the Panda start, P6, he's now leading. So the Ferrari strength off that line. And oh, that's disappointing. He did say he might do that. Okay.
I think he had a bit of a moment into turn 1. I think he went wide there. Couldn't see why or what happened, but that's unfortunate.
Panda's absolutely flying.
Boosted all the way back to P11.
He really, really bogged down. I don't know if that was driver cut, but oh my word, these guys are 3 wide into. So this is just allowing Panda to disappear. While Smiley, SH and Lucky, oh wow, oh no, there's contact. SH done this round?
Oh no!
They were 3
All the
wide
way
coming
to the
out of
back.
there. I think someone had a squirrel. I'm not sure if it's Smile or Lucky. One of them had a bit of squirrel in the power, and it just, yeah, they were 3 wide. It's in these conditions. Hopefully SH sticks at it, because I'm sure he can come back. Oh my word, Smiley's opposite. Lucky's just lost it into gravel under power. Lucky's round now.
Where is he?
He's round, he's just collected a load of gravel.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, and we've got Dad's round. Dad's round as well. We've got 3 cars off the back already.
Yeah.
And these are the good guys.
Just proves how tricky these conditions are.
Yeah, and it was that. I think it did for Dad as well. It definitely did for Lucky. The corner we mentioned. I'm sorry, I can't even think now which turn that is. But that right-hander, just as you're coming out of sector
that's
2,
turn 8.
Turn 8. Thank you. That is so difficult, that turn. Because you know you've got to get on the power, because you know you need that momentum for the double right-hander, but it just wants to throw you out all the time.
Yeah, even in the best of conditions, you want to go round there. Got a bit too much curbs, even in the dry, you've gone. Oh, Panda!
God, yeah. This is on the edge, isn't it? Here.
Yeah, and you know, with Smiley right up in his
Yeah.
computer as well, he's gonna feel the pressure.
And the thing is, if you're Smiley or Panda here, maybe wanting to get your first win of the season, you see boosted down in P5. The time is now to. It's almost forcing you to push more, because you think I've got to cash in while he's back there.
Yeah, but then you're at risk of, well,
Joining Lucky and Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get a view now from this position of just how difficult this corner is. Panda's he's gone right off the line, which is the sensible thing to do. Yeah, so they see there, Panda's just completely avoided the line. It's probably a bit easier to do when you're leading, and again here he's just he's just staying off that racing line. Oh, but that is a full-on Tokyo drift. Wow.
For the moment, and I don't want to do any commentator's cursing, but Hash seems to be holding boosted on it and behind him so far.
Let's click to that one. Smiley's just taken the lead as Panda had a bit of a wobble again on the power. Is Panda going to send it straight back into turn 1? He backs out. I think that was sensible. Let's get to Has. Apex P3, Has P4, as you say, holding boosted for now.
I think boosted had a better launch here, but it seems to be bump drafting rather than overtaking.
Okay.
He's going for it here on the inside. He's going for it in turn 3.
Could make him. Oh wow! Look how much later he is on the brakes there.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, but is it too late? And is he now going to be vulnerable from Has on the return?
Yeah, he had a bit of a struggle there on the exit, but yeah, still better exit than Hash, I think.
Hi Zaskar. Thank you for joining us. No, Has wasn't able to get back at boosted there. I thought he might be able to. We've been going deep. Glossed in P6 again. I got the opinion on Friday, but not a big lover of these conditions, but solid start. Waitsy P7 again after difficult quality. He'll be happy with that.
Waitsy just gone to P8.
Sorry, Waitsy. The boosted already on this
going back.
Yeah. Zaskar's just come off a win in Super Formula at Fuji. I wonder if he's fancying a win in these conditions in the GT class tonight and maybe get a second win of the season. Because our championship leader in GT class, MG Dunn, doesn't, even though he's Scottish and sees this weather practically every day, he's not a fan of the rain either. All boosted on Apex. I know, right? I think this will be moved done as well, so this is quite ominous for these guys at the front. The boost is negotiating himself back to P3 already. Oh my word. That was near, yeah. F122, I span at that turn, I think, every time I went round it. So.
Boost is going for another launch though. No, he's not. He's backed out of it.
He is so late on the brakes though. It's just incomprehensible, really.
Yeah, it's definitely more interesting this way, Zenska.
Yeah, it's such a mixed bag of a track. It's a bit like Brands Hatch. It seems to be either loved or hated.
Oh, Apex!
Yeah.
Power slide through turn 4.
And boosted went deep. Has in the gravel. How's your rejoin? Yeah, it's fine. Look at the cars coming through behind. Every single one was squibbling under power there. Oh. Dear me.
Like the TV footage I'm looking at to spectate these guys.
Gloss is gone.
Gloss.
Oh, watch out. Oh my god. No ghost in here either. There is no ghost in tow. Yeah. That could have been very iffy.
Yeah. He's now off the pace and somebody, it's Dead Leisure coming up behind him.
I mean, look at this behind Haz right now. My word. Waits is flying. SH has done well to get back up tape. Obviously it helped that Dad and had that issue.
Yeah, that does help if other people spin. But it just proves that this race isn't over until you cross the line.
No, absolutely.
The slightest of mistakes can send you right to the back of the grid again.
Oh, you can just hear the power. The car just wants to kill you every time you hit that gas pedal.
Alico's is really close on Scott there.
Oh wow, what a view we'll have from this seat.
But Scott is going for the move on, is it on Waitsy? Yeah.
Yeah. Or has he got it done? Or Alico's?
No,
this is
Alico's at the better exit, as does Waitsy.
I was on the M25 a few weeks ago and it was like this in these conditions and this many cars in front of you swerving across.
The M25 is always a big car park, they won't go this fast.
Yeah, true. But in fact, but people cut across you as much as this. Or what's that curve? Oh, it's so on edge, isn't it? You just see ahead, there's every car just... It will get drier, it will get easier, but yeah, you need to be around still in the race as it gets easier. Oh my word.
Oh, Emman loses it.
Oh.
On the exit of turn 6, that is.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of nowhere, really.
See, that's where the same place Gloss went, isn't it?
Yeah, he was taking a lot of curb there through quali, and we were saying, like, that's a lot of curb. I wonder if that's anything to do with it, but he just spun round.
Nice. The Smiley's got, at the front's got a 3-second lead to Boosted. He's in turn got a 2-second lead from Panda, who's battling Apex here. Surely he's got to be giving Apex confidence for the race afterwards if he's not absolutely knackered, that is.
Yeah.
Can he get the move done? Oh.
The outside, he need.
I was getting
maybe with the
yeah, nice switchback.
Oh yes, really nicely done. Surprised Panda let that happen.
Yeah, he was obviously trying to go off the line, but Apex there was able to go from the racing line and still get grip. Yeah, absolutely. JH is right. This is some performance here from Apex. Oh, yeah. Keep it clean. These guys will. They race each other about 20 hours a week, so. I think that's one of the best parts of this community. They spend, practically, I think some of these guys spend more time together here than they do with their families.
Yeah, I know. Every single day I get a ping of another practice session. I'm like, guys,
that's it. It's right.
Don't you have a life?
Well, when Tom said to me, how's your practice? I said, oh, I've only done 2 hours, I'm undercooked. It's like, normally in the old days, 2 hours for like a race you did would be reasonable practice, wouldn't it? When your competitors have done every night for 2 hours, it's a bit different. Panda's managed to get back that P3. This is some duel between these two.
Apex is not giving up though.
No, and it looks to me like Panda's on, I don't know if it's the car or him, but a lot more on edge. Apex seems maybe smoother.
And we got a penalty of 2 seconds for Scott.
Ah.
So he will be dropping down quite a bit on this lap.
I don't know what the actual gap is, but on the map it looks a bit closer between Smiley and Boosted at the front.
Oh, I've alert. Yeah, it's gone down 1.4 seconds now.
Oh, it's ominous, isn't it?
Oh, it's great effort from Boosted, given he was P11.
I think
P12
just nothing.
Lap.
Like again, like the best drivers, just nothing phases him. Panda and Apex are still going absolutely at it here. Just exchanging straight after straight.
Lucky's got a 2.5 penalty as well, I've just seen.
Yeah, JH just put what a battle this is. I remember these two having an epic battle at Monza last season, and yeah.
Still going at it now.
Yeah. That's what an effort from Panda, you know, all the health issues he's had recently, and to still come out and deliver like this is just unbelievable.
Probably not a lot of practice either, because I don't think he had his PlayStation with him this last time, did he?
Yeah, he's like our version of Carlos Sainz, isn't he?
If only he won.
I feel like that's it. He's taken that really tight line, which makes sense, and it is what he's supposed to do. I just wonder if it's compromising him a bit on the exit. Oh my word, here we go again. Seconds out, round 5. I'm just trying to keep an eye. Yeah, we can see the leaders ahead there. This is some battle.
0.7 seconds now between Boosted and Smiley.
We're gonna have to flip to that one in a minute. But I don't want to leave this battle, but I think we've got a battle for the lead.
I'll keep an eye on Boosted.
Thank you. This one, because I think, to be honest though, I think this one's going to go on all race, so we could come back to it later. Yeah. Oh, Panda's deep. Apex is deep. How often do you see that happen on here? Oh, has he got the win on him here?
I don't think Boosted is going to get it in turn 4.
Okay, we'll flick over to that one in a minute.
Possibly next lap he's going to get Smiley there. We'll have to see. I'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, careful on that curb. Here we go. Wow, these two are still going at it. Hazard's got a fan.
Well, let's go actually. Who's that?
I'm not sure.
Wow.
There we go. Now we've got another battle here for the lead.
Yeah, this is going to be it, I think, this lap.
These two they were very, very evenly matched last night, but it was in different cars in completely different conditions. But yeah, I think they were separated by a second at the end of a half-hour race.
That's really good going. Is Booster's going to get it done in turn 1? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, he's going for it on the exit then.
Oh, it's twitchy from Smiley. This could be it. Smiley's really struggled to get the power down there. We won't make it easy for him though.
I think Bruce is going to try and move her into turn 3 now. Takes the outside, but so does Smiley.
I know, I was getting Verstappen Norris vibes there.
Oh, don't.
Oh no, don't stop me making that
kind of drama.
This isn't going to be easy, is it? As we've seen with Apex and Panda, like, normally this is quite an easy track for passing, but when you throw these conditions in, it's...
Yeah, and compared to last lap, as he now had the attack into turn 3, he lost a bit of time going into turn 4. He was about 5 tenths behind going into turn 4 last lap, and now it was about 0.6, 0.7. So, trying that attack into turn 3 obviously loses the momentum a little bit.
Absolutely.
Now he has to wait for another 1 or 2 laps before he can get it done, possibly.
What we need here is that screen they have on F1, isn't it, where you got the little, so we can watch Apex and Panda on a little separate screen at the same time. Although Apex, you can see there in the background, there's just pulled a little bit clear now. And they've got a really decent gap over P5. You think they've been battling as well and cost each other a bit of time, but...
I'm going to ruin this battle. Apex got a half-second penalty.
So they're going to be, Panda's going to be right back on him. This is one of the hardest tracks for penalties.
Yeah, you can ask Ocon for that.
Yeah. And the harsh thing on this game is there's no warnings, it just goes straight to the time pen.
Yeah. I think we're possibly going to have a boosted overtake in turn 4 with the lead.
He's determined to get to the inside this time.
Yeah.
Smiley's giving him a squeeze. Smiley giving him a squeeze. Is he going to get done into here?
No.
Holds on again.
Oh, that's turn 3 actually. Sorry, I thought I were one corner further.
It's not proven easy. I mean, the thing is, can you hold on here? If this was 6 laps to go, maybe, but 26 laps is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, in these conditions as well, and they're gonna change up as well.
It's gonna be an interesting thing.
Keeping them in the window when it dries up.
Well, that's the key. We saw again in practice people trying different things. Is it quicker to go to the inters then go to dries, or you just ride it out on the wet to go for the paint? Oh, boosted wide, and then go to dries. That will be the decision. Reminds me a bit. Do you remember that race? It was. I'm trying to think which year it was now. Was it 22 at Monaco with Ferrari, and they got done, didn't they? Because they went wets into slicks, whereas a few of the guys like Perez went wets to dries. This could be a similar situation. You might just have to go through the pain on the wet tyres.
Oh, Apex managed to stay in front of Panda.
Yeah, that's
Sorry not to answer your question, but with the penalty, he's still in front.
Smiley 1 second.
Oh no.
That's the other thing when you've got so much focus in your rear mirrors, isn't it? It's just keeping it within those, I was going to say within the white lines, but around this track, most track limits relate to the curve as opposed to the white line.
I think that's mostly on GT, isn't it? It's mostly the curbs rather than the white lines.
Which, however much it maybe annoys us at times in F1, I do like the black. It's black and white, isn't it? There's no ambiguity.
Yeah. Try and pronounce that word correctly.
I was struggling with that. But as you know, I'm probably the worst English speaker in the group.
But I'm not even going to try and correct it or try to do it better, because I will surely mess it up as well. It's
ambiguity, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, some of the words you guys come up with in the English language are just horrendous to pronounce.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm with you.
Let alone if you got 3 teeth like half the population.
I'm thankfully not one of them. But there you go.
No, you can't be. You're in medicine.
Well, no, not anymore. I've gone back to mobility now. But benefited from a private dentist. So Oh, right. So Smiley's about to serve his penalty. This is obviously going to give Booster the lead. Do you know the other thing that's horrible about serving a penalty here? I never knew this. I've never noticed it because I don't think I've had that many penalties in wet races, but it slams the brakes on, and a lot of us on Friday getting penalties. It's just so Smiley there, affection the next corner, because you're like trying to recover from a lockup. So it's a bit nasty.
And he gets another penalty.
Yeah, this is what's happening Friday. It's a bit unfair. Yeah, it really throws you off. It really throws you off.
Apex though, he's got a 1.7 lead over Panda.
That's incredible. I mean, you think of the gap.
Made a difference. Come on, a mess up somewhere.
It must be to that gap.
Yeah.
Because they were so evenly matched earlier, weren't they?
Yeah, he was right all over him all the time, and then now it's 2.1 seconds. He's not got any damage or anything, so it can't be that.
SH at Adsfield looks close right now. This is the battle of the flasher versus the anti-flasher.
Is this Asriel is the anti-flasher, isn't he?
Yes, he made it known in the party one night that he's not a fan of the light flashing, so now everyone flashes him to death. So that's like.
So when he gets past Scott is going to flash the heck out of him.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought it applied to
move on Ash here into turn 4.
Well, those always end well, don't they, when Lucky and Has send moves on each
yes,
other?
that's guaranteed for drama, that is.
Yeah, it's like Verstappen and Hamilton, isn't it? Here we go, what could go wrong? We're side by side. Oh no, it's done.
Yeah, he's got it done. It's actually done respectful this time, rather than drama.
Yeah. Tends to be in Group 4 that they seem to end up glued to each other. Lucky, does seem to have the edge in the Group 3 cars.
Wait, he somehow got to the back of the grid and also has a 3-second penalty now.
Oh dear, that'd be
help him.
That's got to be crossing the line, I'd have thought. It's quite easy to do on the way out.
Yeah, you're probably right, because he has pitted. That's probably why he's at the back. Fresh tyres. I don't know why he's gone for fresh tyres, because they don't.
No, look at they're barely worn, aren't they? Man.
Yeah, maybe he's had some damage that we didn't spot him going off. Yeah, that will definitely be crossing a pit line, as you said.
Looks like SH is just pulling away a little bit from Asfield here. He's recovered well, hasn't he? Because he was down right to the back at the end of lap 1.
Yeah, he's now setting personal best sector 1 as well, so he's still
always,
in the rhythm.
Yeah, again, very good in a recovery drive situation. He got the grip between his teeth.
Boosted though, 4.8 seconds away from Smiley at the moment.
I think we're going to see, it's going to be a potentially another Verstappen-esque drive.
Really any other close battles at the moment?
The Sprint Cup championship still very close to him and Alistair's. I think, as I said earlier, he's got exceptional skills in the areas of pace, tyre management, fuel management. Because the Sprint Cup takes away 2 of those, and it's just purely on pace.
Yeah.
That championship has been a bit of a tighter fight, and also the fact that it has a reverse grid system again just throws another spanner in the works. It means he has to start at the back every week. But yeah, he's just driving to an incredible level. And doing this in VR, I mean, it's just, again, it's just mad.
Because, yeah, that supposedly makes you slower, but it doesn't seem to affect him that much.
No, thank goodness, right? So Lucky's on the charge. He's closing up on Azriel now in this battle of SH.
Yeah. He's definitely left Hatch behind. Jesus, 4.3 seconds.
That is crazy. And this man hates this track. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. It takes a lot to rile Lucky, so to him to have a hatred of anything is surprising, but he's not a fan of this track.
No, I've been hearing that all week from him.
Yeah.
We did some racing together this week. He was very sure that he was going to be at the back of the grid, so to be in P7 and
he was
possibly going to end up P6 or 5. That's not a bad chance for somebody that hates the track.
No, ironically, he seemed in practice to be struggling more in the dry conditions than the wet ones. Yeah, he's recovered well here. Oh! Azriel's deep. Lucky nearly followed him. But yeah, Azriel's deep.
So that's
might
an
put
easy
Haswell
position gain.
Yeah.
For Lucky there.
Haswell in P8, Haswell in P9. Dad P10. Airman, we saw most of these guys who are back here have all had some form of incident, haven't they?
Yeah, some track penalties, track limit penalties, some damage, some spins, stuff like that.
I mean, boosted, as you say. I mean, the rate he's pushing this lead out is just remarkable, really.
Yeah, nearly 8 seconds now.
Oh, Panda closing back in on Apex.
Oh yes, that was up to 2.5 seconds or something, now down to 1.3.
And we thought earlier maybe it's in Panda mistake, but you look at his lap times, they're all super consistent. So yeah.
Yeah, and what it was then, looking at Apex's lap times, he's gone into the 40s for a bit.
And then, yeah, I see what you mean.
Basically in the 41s the whole time.
And then he's gone into the 42s, hasn't he?
Yeah, last lap was at 42, lap 10 was at 42. So that's where Panda is gaining back.
That'll be interesting to see if they can resume battle again.
Yeah, well, if he can go back into the 140s,
he should have them covered.
Actually, if he can keep in the 140s, given what Smiley's been doing the last few laps, he might close in on Smiley as well.
That'd be interesting, but
he only had, from lap 10 onwards, he only had 2 laps in the 140s. The rest were 42 and 43. I mean, he had penalties as well, of course.
Of course, yeah, we did, didn't he? Definitely at least 2 laps when we saw. This is interesting that Panda's now right on the back of Apex again, though.
He is, he full on is.
And they've got 4 seconds to SH. Oh, crikey. You can hear everything squealing there as we ride on board with Panda. Oh. It's still so on edge, isn't it? The water, you see on the left that the water meter's fallen below. So now traditionally be on inters, but obviously I think most of these guys are going to just try and ride it out.
Stick it out till the dry tyres come into play.
But that is dicey. So when the dry tyres come in, there is a dry line, but this coming out the pitch, you come straight onto wet. And that's definitely something to watch for. Oh.
Panda is flashing his lights.
Of course he is. Oh, that's a long way back. Apex doesn't turn
too
on
far
him.
back.
Yeah.
But is he going to get the lounge on the exit? He seems to have a better one.
Seems to fly off the corners, doesn't it? Oh.
Is that just a Ferrari being so
I just
good
think it
power?
might be. It does seem to be very talky. Yeah. Oh my word.
That was a late switchback.
Yeah. As I say, these guys have so much trust in each other. They've been all week together. Oh my word.
Now April's got to be on the inside for this one. That's helping him to defense. Could go side by side. No, Panda gets it.
That's a lovely move on the outside.
Yeah.
That's
really good.
And then right behind them, we've got SH and Lucky so Lucky's really closed in on SH there.
Yeah, that was 4 seconds when he got past Ezreal, so he's done well making that time.
And again, Lucky's time's all 140. This shows you just how quick Apex has been, because, you know, even Lucky's just only matching the times. I mean, boosted 38.8, I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
Oh, these two oh my word, we've got SH and Lucky here. Again, two guys who spend a lot of time in the week back racing each other. Oh, it's Lucky's going up the inside of turn 1. Oh. The move not done. That was a bit, that was definitely
Is he getting it done on the exit though?
Possibly.
He's putting the car alongside. He's going for a look on the inside.
And again, is it going to be potentially a switchback situation? No, he's holding it around the outside.
Yeah, he took too much curb there.
Yeah. I thought SH might go for switchback. Oh, again, up here, these two are now side by side as well. Again, try and stick with both of these.
It's drying up really quickly. The
the
voice meter is almost getting into the dry, and you can definitely start to see a dry line now, which initially is going to make overtaking a bit harder, because the one defending is obviously going to stick to the dry line, and you've got to do it on the wet line with less grip.
And you just saw that there. As soon as SH moved over, the water meter suddenly went back almost to like full wet conditions. So, yeah, it's dicey. The track doesn't dry at the same rate, so that's the other factor. I know it's quite a small track here.
I think Panda is Panda going for a pit?
Oh, Panda's.
No,
Apex is back past him. Oh my word, these two.
I thought Panda was going for an early pit there, but no, he's taking the wet line to cool the tyres down.
Well, at the minute we're flicking between these two battles, but these two battles might become one battle in a minute.
Yeah. Scott and Lucky are showing up to the back of this battle.
I wonder if from Lucky's POV we can maybe see the whole thing. Yeah. This is gonna, I think this, not too long, it's going to be a 4-into-1 situation. They're pretty safe from behind. They've got 8 seconds to Asville. Oh, Apex looked wide there.
Ezreal is just being overtaken by Hashnagel just now.
Oh yeah.
But Ezreal's going for a switchback into turn 3.
Let's quickly flick to that. He's got it back.
He's done it.
And again, this is about
turn 1, and Ezreal got him back going into turn 3.
Again, these two, they always have good banter. It's always good-natured between each other. There's again definitely a contrast in stuff. But Alisos has now come on the back of that battle.
Yeah, that's a 3-way battle turning soon as well.
Let's just see what's happening with this one. Oh no, Apex is at the back of this queue now. Just flick back to this, and now it's Panda, Dunn, Lucky, and Apex. Oh, that's a shame.
What happened with Apex then? He's 2.3 behind as well, so
something's
happened.
Moment. Something's obviously happened there.
I bet it's Panda. He's dirty, man, isn't he? I hope he's listening.
Oh my word! Look at this now, though. He's got the podium champion and the 2-time Sprint Cup champion. Oh my word! Oh, right in his rearview mirror. But these two are now side by side.
Is that move got a stick from Lucky?
Looking
he's
like.
got more top speed.
But again,
better,
SH held it around the outside last time. I think Jake's just put a load of laughing emojis. I presume it's at your panda discrimination. Oh, SH is coming straight back at him.
Yeah. That's basically a switchback.
Yeah.
A very delayed one, but yeah.
Oh,
Loving it.
now he's got the inside line into here.
Yeah.
Is Lucky going to try and break late?
Closer.
Oh my word.
I think there was a bit of scrubbing going on there.
That was British touring cars. Style racing, I would say.
What's the saying again? If it ain't rubbing, it ain't racing?
Absolutely. And I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of British touring cars, but that's very much the case there. So now Lucky's back to P5. He just wants to get after Panda, but clearing SH has proven a difficult. Oh, Lucky. He saved it just.
In the meantime, Alicos is robbing with Hash a little bit. They're very close now, both past Ezreal.
Oh yeah, well, and that's
away from him.
Yes, that's
7
again.
seconds, so he's
something's happened. Yeah, something's got to happen there.
So yeah, that three-way battle turned into a two-way battle, but they're definitely going at it.
This is hard to say. So say Mr. Angry versus Mr. Happy. So see who comes out on top. Alistair's the most chilled dude you would ever meet in your life, honestly.
And Hash depends on what state of the night you meet him.
Yeah. How many smokes he's had, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you gotta love him.
He's a good man.
Yeah, very. And we'd be lost without him.
Yeah.
He brings a lot of joy with his Monday briefings, doesn't he, in the Formula One? He always get a bit of culture,
yes.
And yeah.
If there's an opportunity to take the piss out of somebody, he doesn't hold back taking
absolutely.
it.
That's the Dutch style, isn't it?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Lucky and Scott still side by side as we come back to them here. This battle could go on and on. It is Pando will want it to go on and on. I suspect at the rate Lucky close, he might have the better pace of the three here, but as the great Murray Walker once said, captain's one thing, passing is very much another. Oh, they both have a wobble though, again through the turn 8. Yeah, it's edge of your seat stuff through there.
But it's weird because the moisturometer,
it's gone up, hasn't it?
It's gone up, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, these guys have done practice races all week and they've all said no two races have been the same, so although the weather's preset, because it covers such a big area, the weather map, it can be different. Look, he's got SH this time. Yeah. But can he make it stick?
As we were just generally talking about the weather.
Yeah, look, he should have the inside.
You guys.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I feel if SH is going to get him back, he's got to do it early. I suspect, look, he's got really strong pace there. Look, I just noticed Alissos set the fastest lap at 37.5. That might have been during that drying phase, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, being at the right spot on track for the drying phase. Getting a bit of a tow as well from Ash.
Ah, yeah, true.
Not able to get past him yet, though.
I don't, yeah, SH is sticking with them here. Oh, they've got blue flags now.
That's Gloss, I think. He was overtaken
by... he was having
earlier.
He's having a good race earlier. He's in a...
Yeah, it is.
He's finding it, yeah, he's finding it hard at the minute, and it's hard because you're just going to get it's a bit like being in the Premier League in football, you're just going to get no respite from anybody because the standard's so high.
Yeah, I think Waity is going to get lapped as well by Boosted anytime soon now.
Unfortunately, as we said earlier, these type of races is going to see more field separation. Panda's sideways out the last corner. This could be Lucky's opportunity again if he can maybe get another move here then into turn 1.
I think Lucky is going to be really happy if he gets podium here, given how much he's been hating on this track.
Absolutely.
And it's not just this season he's been hating on this track,
it's
no. The last 3.
Forever. Oh, he's got a good run again here. But now SH is right on the back of him. Well, they're just coming up to the lap car. Lap car that doesn't necessarily have to get out of the way, but he's not fighting anybody here, so...
Lucky is going for the move, he's on the inside. No, he's stuck down, he's stuck behind again.
SH is there waiting to pounce as well. Got Ferrari versus Lexus versus Mercedes.
Honda is very slippery on the exits.
Oh yeah.
You can't quite get the power down.
It might be... It's just... I can only imagine it's harder to be more precise on the pad.
Yeah, a bit of a touch between Panda and Lucky there. The tiniest of touches though, but it did lose.
Oh my goodness, they've got to negotiate gloss here as well.
Yeah.
Oh my word, oh my word. Oh, is this going to...
Lucky on top at the moment.
Yeah. Gloss is doing his thing, which he's entitled to do. Oh, SH
Ooh.
wide.
Yeah, he possibly got a little touch from Panda there. Thought I saw that in the background.
Oh, Panda's all over the grass. He saved it.
He saved it, but lost him 2 positions there this lap.
And now his old rival Apex has just arrived on the scene again.
Yeah.
What's the gap between SH and Lucky? Lucky just passed Gloss at a perfect time, and then it was got a bit held up by it.
Scott is going to get it done as well. He's already had it done actually. It's going to help them because Panda is now going to get slightly stuck behind Gloss again and in a fight again with Apex.
Yeah, I mean Lucky and SH were both off the back at the start of the first lap.
Yeah, now fighting for the last podium spot.
Now these two are about to come back together. It's got to negotiate the lapped car, the lapping car, I should say. Oh, it looks he's got a good run here. Should better do it.
Yeah, and Gloss stays all the way to the left as well.
Yeah.
Letting them through basically. Yeah, they're both through without any more trouble.
That's good. Oh, Apex nearly collected Panda.
Yeah, Panda went a bit wide and Apex just followed, but
yeah,
even worse.
Yeah, it's crazy how often we see that.
Yeah, it's so easily done though.
Panda's so on the edge. Apex all over the back of him again here. Oh, crikey. Ferrari McLaren.
Pulling away a little bit from Scott now. He's got a 1.4 second gap. So
it did look like he had strong pace, yeah. Just to clean. Oh, Panda's deep again. I think that's Apex through.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, but he's straight back at him. God, these two have just been almost inseparable. Panda, one thing I've noticed is how much lower his fuel gauge is.
Yeah, he needs to pit too.
And it's I don't think you can't go to dries at this stage. This is what we saw in that, as I said, in that was some cars had to go into us and then just they'll be way faster during this phase than the wet runners, but when it goes fully dry, oh, Apex half-second penalty.
Yeah, and Gloss as well, I see behind. Obviously that doesn't really matter for the battle, but still unfortunate for him, making a difficult race even more difficult. And Panda striking straight out of turn 3.
Yeah, great. When he doesn't have the wiggle, it just seems to be...
We've got a yellow and Dad, something happened with Dad Leisure.
That's a shame. So we're down to 12 survivors.
Yeah, survivors, I think that's the right word for tonight's race.
I think Jake's saying how much he'd be struggling in the Citroen because that has the smallest fuel tank of the lot. This is the thing, the Ferrari on Saturdays in the Sprint Cup has been like untouchable because again this potential weakness doesn't get exposed. This is like the beauty of this. I know some people might say it's a curse, and obviously you spend most of the time in F1 where the car's completely equal, whereas here you've got to make a decision, having you weighing up, do I take this smaller fuel tank knowing that the car suits me, but I might have to be sometimes at a strategy disadvantage, and you've got to factor all this into your decision, haven't you?
Yeah. Talking about fuel tanks, we were talking about Airman earlier on his sprint model. His fuel gauge is way higher than we were talking about before Pandas.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so Has he been running in fuel map 6 or something to keep that car going?
Maybe.
He's 59 seconds behind the lead. We've got ERL in the pit, by the way.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what he goes to.
Yeah, it's 29 seconds from Airman to Panda. In the wet, that's probably not enough to have benefit of not stopping over stopping.
You notice why Azra had to pit, he had 1% fuel left.
Yeah, and I think he's just gone for more wets.
Well, this is another Gran Turismo oddity. So one, even if he was putting slicks on now, the cutscene will still show you wet tyres, and it changes now as you leave the pits.
It's immediate.
Yeah. It's another weird Gran Turismo. I couldn't say that either. Yeah, he's had to go into his... There you go. Again, it would have just been too... I don't think you can comprehend the soft tyre until it's got to be under that third of your
bar, yeah.
Of the water sponsored by Mufasa.
Yeah. And that needs to be for the whole track as well, because if one sector or even 2 corners or something are still like full wet, the softs are just going to hurt you more than they're going to help you in the rest of the track. Absolutely.
And be interesting, we'll have to come back and see how ERL and Panda's times are on the inters as well.
ERL is 26 seconds at the moment to Airman. Panda is going for something as well. I'll stick with Panda, see what tyre he goes on.
Oh, I just noticed that SH has just closed right back up onto the back of Lucky again. So that's not job done that we thought it might be, potentially. This looks like it's drying really quickly.
Yeah, Panda got intermediates as well.
I was going to say, those guys that, I wonder if that's going to come back and bite them, because this is drying quick now.
Scott needs to pit anytime soon as well. His tank is flat.
Ah, yeah.
As is Lucky's. Boosted has got quite a bit of fuel still in the tank. About 1/8 of the tank left. Yeah,
it's again where he just comes into his own. I guess it helps when you got that bigger lead. You probably can just look after everything.
Yeah, and he sets the fastest lap, so he's not really looking after things then.
Yeah, again, it seems like I think where it was it Catalonia where Max is being told just take it easy, back to the fastest lap.
Was that the one where his engineer then went, now can we stay between the white lines?
Yeah, now can we look after the tyres? And but sometimes you need that ego to be as good as they are.
Yeah.
And I see more and more similarities, I think, between, like say, with Boosted there. Just we think he's managing, he just bangs in the fast lap, although that has been beaten now by Apex.
Yeah.
Now, will Lucky take the gamble with softs? As I say, don't be fooled by the cutscene. For a game that focuses so much on immersion and things, I find that a strange thing that they can't show you the tyre that's going on next. A bit odd.
Yeah, like straight away.
He's gone for the softs. Now, he's got to be ultra careful out of this pit. Because this is dicey. So. This is dicey here. Because this will be full wet where the pits are.
Given what I've seen from the track, I hate to say, but I think it's too early for the softs.
It probably was a smidge too early, but I think he's just going to have to try and make it through this phase. Now, well, here you go. We're about to have the softs of Lucky versus the inters of Panda. And right now, you'd have to say that the advantage is probably in Panda's court.
Yeah.
If Lucky can keep this car on the track, it probably is going to swing back to him within 2 or 3 laps. And this was the beauty of the World Finals race here, that you had different people coming back at people later in the race and see if they could just cling on. Because right now, Panda's closed right in on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, and one thing Lucky's got to be really careful with as well is the curbs, because you think they're slippery on wet tyres, let alone on soft tyres when the curbs are still very wet. You're being launched into the barriers without blinking.
I think earlier, like, I don't know what weather you've had today in the Netherlands, but we've had horrendous weather similar to this today. And if you said to me, like, as I was driving home and it stopped raining, I'm now going to put slick tyres on my road car, you'd have to think you're absolutely mad. Alisos has got in the pits on zero fuel. How, he must have just literally coasted in there.
Smiley gone for the softs as well.
Yeah. SH is on softs as well. They're all going to go softs.
Yeah.
Right now, Panda's got to make the most because this is very quickly going to turn over. Where's SH? Oh my word! Oh, SH is, as we just said, how careful you have to be. He spun coming out the pits.
He lost it?
Out the pits. So I saw it. We were with Panda, but SH was coming out. Probably saw Panda there. Put too much down the gas, and yeah, it's so hard coming out that pit lane in these conditions. I think it's one of Gran Turismo's best features. How well it's just a shame he can't. Yeah. I know we wouldn't want this every week, would we? But it's a shame that it's not at all the tracks because the way that how the track, the realism of the lines, and is just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. It'd be nice if the option was there on every track, so you can select it better for different tracks.
Yeah, it'd be incredible.
You're a bit stuck on what track you're going to have your wet races now, because of it only being simulated in some.
And it's really bizarre, when we were looking at doing it at Dragon Trail, it's at one of the Dragon Trail layouts, but not at the other. It's like, it's really quite hard. Apex have made it in the pits on zero.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
This is the thing though, with the amount of practice these guys do, they probably just know the absolute limit of what they can do. Oh, lucky bit wide there, as you said, that could have ended in tears, because as soon as he went onto the curb, the water meter just went through the roof.
Yeah, and that's where the soft doesn't like being.
No. So Panda, it's lucky now is starting to just edge ahead, so it has crossed over.
Apex is just leaving the pit now.
Yeah, Jake's saying every track, if it had a full night cycle as well, because that's again something else that when it's done well, this game does unbelievable. There's the transitions on there day to night. But why don't we have it for every track? I don't know. Are we just? No, and it wonders at times, like, is it because it's got to be perfect? I don't know, but
Scott on a move on Apex into turn 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, Apex, be careful! I was worried for him there because I saw the water meter just again flying up.
Yeah, that's, I suppose, the difference between having your tyres warmed up already for a lap earlier and still needing to get them in the window.
No, I think you're right, and that might have been what obviously paid for SH coming out on stone cold slicks on probably the wettest part of the track, because no one's driven over it, or other than the 4 or 5 people that have pitted already. I think looks like SH is going to hold on to that for now. I know even if he comes away with P6 here, Apex he's been incredible. He doesn't look, does he, like someone that's subbing in from the class below. He's looked every
absolutely
bit a match for these guys.
He's put on a good performance tonight, definitely, in very difficult conditions as well.
See now Panda's coming in for slicks. This is the issue, I think, with the smaller fuel tanks.
This is gonna.
It's going to really hurt. He won't have to take fuel, so it'll be about a 4-second stop. But yeah, definitely going to hurt him. I don't know if it will bring him into where Haz is.
Yeah,
possibly. Yeah, it's going to be close.
21 seconds the gap is from before he entered the pit, so I think Ash might actually come out in front of him.
It's going to be close.
Ash is going into turn 1 as now, and he brings Echoes with him. Yeah, no, he's got a front.
Be careful. Oh my word.
Airman, they're all there.
Airman's on Inters. Oh my word, they're 3 wide. They're 3 wide. Now what? Airman's at a disadvantage, but at least he knows he can go onto those wetter parts of the track, which he has just done beautifully. Oh my word. Oh, Azriel's round. Because he was on the wetter part of the track with the... Oh no, he's on the inters as well.
He's on the intermediates as well. But he was right up on the inside there, and if you hit that sausage curb, you're easily unbalancing the car.
You know, earlier, before we went live on air, you were saying what you found a love for ACC. I think one of the things I love about this game is for someone like me, it's perfect. I like something that's accessible, whilst I like ACC, like, it hurts my brain just figuring out how to turn the engine on.
I won't make any comments on that.
But this is what I used to love about some of the older F1 games. It had that blend between realism and accessibility, and it's just that for me it just creates the racing that we've seen tonight. It's just been full of drama. I mean, yes, the leaders ran away into the distance, but there's been drama everywhere we've looked.
You say drama, it's the right kind of drama though.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of drama we had last week.
No, absolutely. Oh, Alonso has. Yeah, I don't know if we've actually seen anything that would resemble an incident. I don't want to jinx it, but we obviously can't see the whole race. Oh my word!
I've only seen minor contacts.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I think they fall under the rubbing is racing type thing, don't they?
Yeah, most of what we've seen, I'd say so.
And at the same time, you know, with this type of racing, you can afford a little bit of that because you haven't got like carbon fibre front wings, have you? And think there's not so much jeopardy. Yes, there is damage, but it's not it's not the effect that if you lose an end plate, it's going to absolutely ruin your race.
No, you're absolutely right. What you were saying earlier though about this game being accessible and having that sort of right balance between simulation and accessibility, you're absolutely it's doing that quite well. But it's bizarre how Assetto Corsa is more of a sim, and I seem to be switched on into that game a lot more easily than into this one.
Well, my question to you there would be, so this is, I love racing, but I don't mind cars, but I'm not bothered about what road car I drive. I'll drive any road car, but I don't know anything about roll bars or diffs or anything. I don't know anything on that, so I think for me that's probably why something like this appeals to me, because I just turn it on and I race, and I love racing.
Yeah.
I think if you love all that side of things, and like last was it last night or Friday night races, they're talking about casters and brake ducts. I'm like, I ain't got a clue.
To be honest, I haven't got a clue either. I just nick a setup off YouTube and I use that, and if it feels good, I keep it.
I was trying to give you too much credit. Oh, Panda's at the inside of Haas. Again, two very good friends. Haas was fuming earlier that he's had to sacrifice his dedicated Panda get well soon livery because he got well soon. Wellish. Yeah.
He's well for now, but he could be readmitted any time, really.
Absolutely.
Given how his last firing from the hospital went.
I think Panda's going to try and come back at Alonso's here on the slightly fresher softs.
Yeah, but he's not going to get back up to that fight with B325 where he was earlier.
Absolutely, but and also SH hasn't been able to get rid of Apex. He's still nagging around him.
In fact, Apex gone back a little bit, hasn't he? There was a gap before, I think. I don't think he was within a second.
No, and then also look seeing how far off. Oh no, that's because of the spin coming out the pit. How far he's off looking.
Yeah, 17 seconds or something, was it? 16.
So
yeah.
Last night my time was in dry spin. It was a 30.1 and boosted to 30.4 in these conditions. Now,
but this is basically dry now.
With my friend Square, we were playing 2-player career earlier this season. We did end up in two, even though we're in the same race. My race was dry, his race was wet. So I could beat boosted if we had the same parameters.
Yeah, I keep dreaming.
Yeah, maybe we do it for charity, like streamed. I'll race in the dry, he races in wet to dry and see who wins.
See if you can beat him then.
Oh, Apex at the inside. Beautiful move. Beautiful move.
I didn't think he was going to go for that one, to be honest.
Does Lucky even need to bother putting up a driver of the day vote for this one?
I know who my vote is.
I mean, this is incredible. It must surely make him a contender for the race afterwards. Although I've got to say, on Friday, Darth Noose was very good, and you'd expect so with his skill set coming over from WRC.
Yeah, ever since he joined the GT part of the server, he seems to be getting on nicely with the pace.
Well, it's like we've had people that have won races in F1 and GT. Oh, Apex, no!
No, Apex!
Oh!
No!
Did he get any damage? Yeah, and SH got damage too. Oh, he spun again! He spun trying to rejoin. Oh, because he obviously ended up on the wet part of the track. And now Alasos is going to be and Panda all over them. Oh, what a shame. Do I have to take the blame for the commentator's curse?
Yeah, I think we can put that on us. We cheered too soon for the guy.
I think it's going on that wet curb. Gloss boss. Oh, thank goodness he ghosted. So we have ghosting off, but every now and again, I think if it's gonna prevent absolutely mortal death, I think it does still kick in. I thought we were about to have that then.
How? Gloss got 6 seconds of penalty for that.
Oh god.
Might be partly because of pit exit.
Oh yeah, good point.
Or maybe it's both actually, entry and exit.
No, good point.
I'm not as stupid as I look. Mostly.
Oh, I was so trying to get the inside there. Oh dear, what a race. Every time we've gone to the relax, I think it's settled. There's a new battle emerging.
Apex is going to really struggle now to keep Alecos and Panda behind with his damage.
And Panda's on the freshest of the softs here. Haz has just gone for softs in P8, but he's got a nice buffer. There's still a chance that Panda could rescue P5 here with an extra stop, which, oh my word, Panda's really close on Alasos there. I think what happened to Apex was he just ran a bit wide on that curb there, didn't he? As you said, the curb's lethal. Then he tried to get back going again, but he's on the right hand side of the track, which is soaking wet.
As he was coming on that exit curb of, was it turn 11, I think, the last one?
Yeah.
I was thinking he's going a bit wide there. That could actually be a penalty, because I thought maybe his, his left tyre was over the edge of the curb.
Yeah.
Obviously it wasn't because he didn't get a penalty, but it was enough to destabilise the car.
Oh no! So Alasos is braking on the wet part of the track, I think, there, which then gave him a squirrel into Apex. Apex's race is just disintegrating here.
He's got
he's now
Alecos at least.
Yeah, because I think Alasos had the same problem. Trying to get back going after a spin is just so hard.
Because there is still wet patches, and on your dry tyres, that's just not going to work.
Well, you called it earlier. I think it went to get the movement at the inside and was braking on the wet part of the track, and it's just squirreled him off.
Can I ruin Panda's race?
You can try.
His fuel tank is really low.
Oh god, yeah. No, he obviously didn't take fuel on that last stop. But yeah. But mind you, he's got a reasonable gap here. This gap is absolutely flying down to SH. Oh, because he's got the same problem. Oh, he's not quite as bad fuel.
Scott has got a bit of damage from that accident with Apex when Apex popped. That's hampering his straight line speed. I've
just flicked to Boosted to give him his moment of glory and he's spun.
Oh no!
Boosted is off. I've just gone to thinking, oh my god, we need to get to him. We've already shown him. How far away is Smiley?
17 seconds.
This is like Hamilton, Verstappen, wasn't it, at Silverstone? Oh, he's still going to have more than enough here.
Yeah, he's still got 10 seconds now.
That could have been a lot worse. As I flicked to him, he was literally spinning around. But he's going to hang on. That's the advantage. So look, if it's catching that man out, crikey. Oh, don't spin now, go over the line. Yeah. Or Smiley must have got excited then when he saw the yellow flag and the gap coming down. But another sided P2. You know, he's just doing what he needs to do at the minute. He's just collecting P2s, which is a bit like Max in the last season before last, isn't it? If you're taking P2, it's the best you can really on offer.
Lucky with his lack of pace and moaning at the track with a P3 now.
But that's why he's second in the championship currently, because he just makes the most of every race.
Yeah.
When he's on it and when everything suits him, like at Bathurst, he demolished the fields, you know. But when it's not all in his favour, he still comes away with big points week after week. It's rare you see him outside of the major points positions. SH P4. I think with some of the issues he's had, you know, he's going to be delighted with that. Not even issues that were all of his own doing either.
No.
Panda has somehow clawed himself back to P5 on an empty fuel. Apex is still incredibly ended up P6 despite everything that went on at the end there. Alasos going to be disappointed. I think he may have had a P5 on the table there, but still P7.
bit too eager, perhaps, on that overtake on
Yeah.
Apex and just ruined it all for himself.
Oh,
Oh, Hash! Going through the
oh my
last corner with style.
And then by those flags, everyone else is a lap down. Yeah, so Azrael P9, M and P10, wait to P11. Gloss is just finishing there, P12.
He will be 2 laps down. No, only 1 lap as well.
But I tell you what, doesn't bode confidence for the next race, I'll tell you that much.
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
I'll just screenshot this and then we'll run for yours. So Booster takes the win despite a spin on the last lap, nearly costing him, and the fastest lap. Smiley in P2, Lucky completes the podium in P3. We've got SH done in P4, Panda P5, Apex, I think still my driver of the day despite the last finishes, in P6. Alisos P7, Haz in P8, Azriel P9, M and P10, Waitsy P11, Boss P12, and Butchie Hondon and Dad DNF. So, it is a real shame, and I think Hondon spoke about doing that, maybe a slight manipulation to get his Q-band served, but we are where we are. But I think rather than focus on that, we'll focus on the fact of what a dramatic race we had there, from first lap 1 to lap 36.
It was a really good race. I really enjoyed that. Lots of action all the time. Lots of battles that really lasted all race.
Yeah.
All 36 laps.
It was brilliant, and thank you very much for joining me and then your company. And I think you're on double duty now, aren't you, right?
I am on double duty, yeah, somebody has to.
Yeah. So you'll be joining Lucky for the GT class race, which I don't know if we can match some of the I think we'll probably match the drama, so stay tuned for that. But
I will keep my eye on you, and good luck for the race.
No pressure, right? But thank you very much, my friend, and we'll see you back on track in about 15 minutes time.
See you later.
Take care. Good evening, everyone.